Hi, I'm Kathy Marker, and I'm going to be retiring as a special ed teacher in a resource class after 31 years. I always wanted to do elementary ed teaching, but then I changed it to teaching the deaf when I went to CSI and I met a couple of deaf friends. Then I wanted to teach the deaf, but I found out that I had to do special ed in order to get that degree, so that's how I got into special ed. I was able to use both of them when I went to teach over in Price, Utah, because I had a little deaf person that I worked with in the afternoon. But he moved after a year, so I've just been doing special ed since then. I was real excited because when I first went there, computers were kind of new, and I had an Apple Mac on my desk, so I felt pretty special. And I had two pairs fresh out of school, and I needed them because I needed to get kind of a rotation station thing going for the K-6 kids that I taught in the resource class. Somebody saw that and they liked it so much that they asked me if I would go present that system over in the teachers conferences, the convention over in Boise one year. So that was kind of interesting. And the AIDS was kind of new at that time too. So they asked me to go to a class to learn how to learn the curriculum that I came back and I presented to the teachers in the district on how to teach it to even down to kindergarten. They closed that school after 4 years, so I had to move somewhere else. So then I went to Georgetown, and I loved that one. It was a one teacher per grade school. Had a lot of fun, but then for the last year of my 5 years there, they said I needed to go teach over in Montpelier a math and reading resource class for 10th graders, and I didn't like secondary, so I had to quit that job too. So finally in 1997, I came back to Burley, my hometown. And when I came back, White Pine was only about 2 years old. So I was in this new school and they were just switching from inclusion into the resource classes. So I got to help create how to do that setup and get that going. And during that 19 years I was over there, I went through 5 principals and they had me move classes, 7, 8, 9 classes. It seemed like every year for a while. But it was fun and I enjoyed it. But the last 5 years or so, I was able to finally get out into the classes a little bit with my paras to get some inclusion going. They would have a group of kids at the back table to do that. So I really felt good about that. And then 2 years ago, I chose that challenge that I wanted to help create the new Mountain View. And I have been so proud of everybody and what we've done over here. I just really enjoyed it. And I love the staff. And I got to help schedule a system to do inclusion from resource over to the inclusion that we have done this year. And I've really wanted it and I'm glad I was able to do it. But I'm understanding that I am missing the casual time that I have with the students to kind of kid around and instead of boom, boom, boom. But I've gotten to know the parents and the families a little bit better. All this time I've had some great paras and great staff over the years. I've learned a lot of new things. I've had a lot of long hours too. Especially these last couple of years, the older that I get. I've learned so many different teaching styles over the years. The special ed requirements and documents have changed. It's just all too much for this old lady to keep up with. So it's time to retire. And when I do, I plan on being with the PTO at Mountain View. I'm going to do some testing for special ed. I'm going to do some tutoring, volunteer over at the Senior Citizen Center, and spend time with my family, do some writing. And I'm just going to do some projects at home that I haven't been able to do. So I'll still be seeing you around, but thanks for all your support.